Hello everyone, what is cooking all you good looking people out there, and welcome to another exciting episode of GeoGuessr. Here we are in yesterday's daily challenge location. Wow, just look at this. Beautiful. Big lake, big skies, there's trees and stuff and bushes and big mountains. It's just everything you want to see in a single picture. Now it looks like there may be some kind of like town over here and over here, which I didn't really notice yesterday. Maybe these are buildings, who knows. Also, no, that looks like a boulder, but there's a big graffiti installation over here. Of course, that's not what that is, but that's what I like to imagine it being. Now, the real question is, where are we? And the answer is going to be somewhere in Africa, because you guys can't see it, but right here in the bottom right-hand corner, it says Photos of Africa. So that's a clue that I get that you guys didn't get yesterday. Now, where in Africa are we? Well, I'm going to say kind of near Mount Kilimanjaro. So let's say we go, I don't know, around, let's say we go around over here or something. Not in Mount Kilimanjaro National Park, but around it, close by. So the answer was no, not quite actually. We were in South Africa, which is very cool. Specifically in Motlasi Canyon Provincial Nature Reserve. Wow, that really was a beautiful area. And maybe what we were seeing were these two towns right over here. That is possible. My goodness. That was very beautiful. 1866. Hopefully some of you guys figured that one out. All right, here we are in today's daily challenge location. Now, this location is, very foresty, very mountainy. We've seen locations like this before, but the thing that I found most interesting about this one is this strange field of sandy peaks that just goes on forever. It's like sand dunes, but they're not like windswept. They're very pointy and sharp, and it really does look like they're made out of sand or dirt or something. It doesn't really seem like they're normal mountains. Looking at this, it's like, what the hell is going on? What am I looking at? It looks like some kind of giant, like, industrial pile of, like, some kind of crazy mining operation where they've mined everything and deposited these, like, peaks of sand, but that can't be right. No way. This is huge. Look at this. And also, it's just like big piles of sand. Doesn't make any sense. Maybe it's just like the color of the ground or something. But I mean, like, look at this, right? This looks like sand right here. There's no way that it's not. Like, you can see it. You can see that it has to be like sand or dirt or rocks or gravel. These just look so weird. This could be like a natural formation. Very bizarre. Anyways, if you guys have any insight on this location, in that you guys have any idea on where in the world this could be, or you want to make a fun guess, all you need to do is put your guesses down in the comment section below. Tell me where in the world you think this is. In tomorrow's video's comment section, I announce the winner, the person that guesses closest. Now, there are no prizes, but there is glory to be won, so if you're interested in becoming today's top GeoGuessr, then tell me, where in the world do you think we are right now? All right, here we are in the main section of today's video, and today we've got a very special April Fool's Day themed challenge by everyone's favorite Luanli 1989. That is right, this is one of those awesome Luanli 1989 challenges. Now, Luanli has sent in some very elaborate challenges before, and this one is no exception. Now, this one is to celebrate April Fools. Let's see if I can be fooled by this challenge. Now, it will coincide with the 444th episode. That is very cool. 4 is a lucky number in China. No, it's an unlucky number in China, right? It's very unlucky, the number 4, I think. I think 8's the lucky number, 8 and 6. And 4 is bad. Oh, I don't know. Can't really remember too well how it goes. But 6, that's a number I always considered to be my own lucky number when I was a child. Now that I'm an adult, I don't consider that any numbers are particularly lucky. But when I was a child, I always thought 6, that's my lucky number. And I think it stems back from, I don't know, we had to guess like a number from like 1 to 10 to win some sort of birdhouse when I was in first grade. And I guessed the number 6, and it was correct. And I won that birdhouse, and I think I never built it and painted it. And it was like one of those things you're supposed to build and paint. Anyways, going completely off topic here. Basically, there's an overarching mystery theme to this challenge. All the locations are places that are relevant to a movie. When I get to the last location, there will be a riddle, which will accompany, it'll be shown, okay, I'll just read out the riddle aloud. The answer to the riddle is a password that is also relevant to the overall theme. Oh, Jesus. In case you can't figure out the riddle, there's another way to work it out given the hint after the riddle. The answer, oh boy, it will be provided with explanations once you figure out everything to the end. See if you can get the references to the overall theme. So the theme is relevant to a movie. All the places are relevant to a movie. Now maybe I can figure that. There's a riddle, which will help me figure it out if I don't. Anyways, that is the idea here. There's going to be a lot of figuring things out. So, in honor of April Fools, I'm going to try to make a fool of myself, trying to figure out this overly elaborate and complicated challenge. So, thank you so much, Luanli1989, for this one. Yeah, I know it's not a prank, but you know what? This is not a prank channel. If you want to see a prank channel, I mean, shit, if that floats your boat, that's some pranks are all right. But anyways, all right. Thank you so much for this one. If you're interested in creating your own custom challenge, probably one much less elaborate than this, you could do a simple challenge like, these are places I've traveled to. I always like seeing those challenges, actually. It's a cool theme. Then you can create your own custom challenge. All you need to do is look down in the description below to find a step-by-step guide, how to create that and how to send it to me. Also, you can find the link to this one so you can play along yourself, or you can send it to some friends. But if you send it to some friends, I doubt you're going to send them all the crazy instructions that go along with this one. So thank you so much, Luanli1989. Always appreciate it. Let's get right to it. Boom, challenge accepted. All right, we start off in good old US of A. And where? The Burke Group at yahoo.com. Oh, that's good. Nothing we can particularly figure out from here. J.J. Sullivan, Plumbing and Heating, Somerville. Somerville, where would Somerville be if I had to guess where Somerville is? Somerville, I don't know why Indiana came to mind. Indiana probably coming to mind due to its recent appearance in the news for obvious reasons. Harvard School of Engineering. Somerville, apparently, is in and around Boston. All right. That's cool. Watertown. Watertown. Is that where is Watertown where that movie The Town was focused? I think that might have been. Here's Somerville, and here's Cambridge, and Medford, Malden, Arlington, Watertown. Now, do I think we are in? I don't know, to be honest. If I had to guess, I doubt we actually are in Watertown. Are we gonna Harvard Square in Cambridge, Harvard Yard? That's where all of the cars in Boston are parked, of course. So I can already make a guess as to what movie this is going to be. But movie set. Oh no, that wasn't in Harvard, was it? Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna keep it a little bit secret now, but because I'm just because I don't want to ruin my own fun. But Harvard, that makes me think of a certain movie, but I might be wrong. Also, The Town, I guess maybe, but not really. But I think The Town was set in Watertown. Anyways, the movie I'm thinking of is Good Will Hunting, but maybe I'm wrong about that. Now that more I think about it, isn't it at MIT? Isn't that where that's set? I've really forgotten actually where that's set, but it might not be here. Okay, so we got the area in general, Harvard sort of area, and Winthrop House? Didn't we read that? Eliot House? Did we read that on a sign, or am I going crazy? I don't really even know. I mean, we can guess like around here or something. Yeah, that makes enough sense. Let's go down this way, try and see more. I don't know, I feel like I just read this word back there. I don't want to return. I mean, okay, we can clearly see it does say Oxford Street, so we're We are on Oxford Street. I should probably at least, pay a little bit of attention to that instead of just guessing willy-nilly that we're right here. I mean, there's no way. I didn't read anything that said. I'm just being a fool. I didn't read a damn thing. Here's Oxford Street. So we were either right there. Let's return to start location, and we can see there's like a corner. All right, so obviously we were right over here, right in front of the undergraduate senior design lab in Gordon McKay Library. It's exactly where we were. Wow. Well, there you go. Cambridge, Harvard, Watertown, which I believe is where the movie The Town is set. That was a great movie. And here is where... are those both? Yeah, those are both Ben Affleck movies. The Town and Good Will Hunting. Interesting. All right, let's make the guess. The answer was 1 point off. Okay, but here we are somewhere completely different. Unrelated to Good Will Hunting. So there goes that. Write out the thing. Il Gratino, 28 euros. What is that, like cheese? A cheese dish? Maybe? Yeah, it looks like perhaps something about, mushrooms or something. We are in Italy, it seems. So far, the movie is completely going out the window. I have no idea. Maybe it's one of those movies like Leap Year, or that silly Leap Year, was that a movie? Oh god, what a bunch of garbage. Why would? It's like, hey, it's 2012, there's a leap year this year. This only happens every 4 years, so let's make a movie about it. It doesn't sound as dumb when I just said it, but believe me, it's a silly idea. Making a movie called Leap Year, just banking off the fact that it's 2012, and there's two things people are excited about in 2012. The end of the world and the fact that it's a leap year. Well, guess what? I don't know. I totally forget what leap year was about. Something about like romance and Ireland or something like that. Is that what it was about? Maybe, maybe not. I honestly have no idea. All right, so we're at a hotel, and Roma is that way. Well, that's good. I kind of expected it to be in that country. There's also a lake around here, and Albano is that way. So there's a lake. There's mountains. There's Roma, and there's Albano. Now, well, we went to a lake yesterday. This lake over here, Lago di Bracciano. So that was something. What about this lake? Should I go just looking at lakes? I don't think I should just go looking at lakes. I mean, maybe. I'll just look at one more. No, this doesn't really seem to be ringing any bells. Was there any lakes? I mean, Roma. Those mountains were pretty big. Bit surprising. Right, where does the sign... The sign told us to go to Roma. All right. This might help. Appia. I don't know what that means. What about this sign? Well, now it says Roma's... Okay, Roma was the blurred out one. So Roma's that way. Marino, whatever that means. Marino. Do we see Marino? No, we see this, but that's not really going to help me. Okay. Do we see Frascati? No, nothing is leaping off the page here. Frascati. Oh, we see it. Okay, that's good. Oh, there's a lago, and that's good. All right. So we got a lago, Albano. That's perfect. So then we got Marino is that way. So we're in this area over here. And we're in the Albano area, I believe. The lake is that way. Or we could be... Actually, this is about a castle, isn't it? So we were there. Here's a castle, Gandolfo Castle. That sounds right to me. So I would say that we were, like right around there. Let's make the guess, and the answer was very, very close. More specifically over here. Well, there you go. 6449. Now, this location, that castle, an Italian castle, I don't know. Anyways, when I was talking about the movie Leap Year, and I think there was a Labor Day themed one, I was thinking maybe there's an April Fool's movie that I am unaware of. You know, it starts off, regular American, living in Boston, going on a European adventure. It's springtime. There's, the snow's melted, especially in Boston, Lots of snow this year. Is that regular? No, it's not, but there's still some snow and stuff. People hate that. It's melting now. It's a great time to go on a European trip looking for love in spring. There's your shitty movie right there. You start off, you go to Italy. We were near Rome, so very close to the airport. It's not like you're going all the way here. How are you gonna get there? It's gonna be a long trip. It's an easy trip, not too far from the airport. Bring all the film equipment, film on site. And then you go to this church here too. This is second part. I don't really know what country we're in. It seems like we're in the UK. Nothing more romantic than London, where people are camping out on the streets. Oh, okay. But people aren't camping out on the street. People are protesting the Iraq War. So there's that in front of this building. Not Big Ben is in there. It's kind of not really a bell. I forget what Big Ben is. Big Ben is something associated with this building. It's not a bell. It's not the building. It's something around that. So we know that much. We're in this park right here. Things look okay right here. There's the subway station. And this is Westminster Abbey. Is it really? Gosh, it looks a bit different. Maybe, yeah, I guess it is, isn't it? This is Westminster Abbey. It has to be. My goodness, there's no one around. What the hell's going on? Why isn't this, flooded with tourists? These people have special access to it. But that is where we are. We got, there's some How to Lose Friends and Alienate People coming out October 3rd. So that'll give you an idea of what time of the year this is in. This picture was taken in. There's no one on the streets. My God. What time, when was this picture taken? Is this, late in the evening? I doubt it. You'd think. Maybe it's all those taxes they put on cars. It worked. Look at this. Nobody's driving in London anymore. He's got all those taxes on vehicles. Can't even drive. Look at this. The streets are empty. It's crazy. It's really nice, though. But there you go. The subway station's inside this building, if I remember correctly. It was a really nice station. I think it's Westminster Station. Oh, it looks like it's inside this building. I thought it wasn't. Yeah, I remember correctly, it was inside this building. And I remember it being a particularly nice station. I thought, man, this is like the future. Because it looked really cool. So yeah, it's a nice place in general. So we can move out. We're in London now. I always kind of forget how things go, but the answer is it's right here. Yeah. And we are... Oh, was that not... Okay, maybe... No. That was this entrance to Westminster Abbey, I believe. That was not St. Margaret's Church. And we see this Big Ben, House of Commons, Palace of Westminster. That's the name of the whole place, I'm guessing. Very nice. So we started off, we were right here, or were we in the Parliament Square? It doesn't really matter. Let's make the guess. The answer was, we got it right. 6479. Great. And now we're up in... Well, now we're up in, Scotland. Or Ireland or something. Which is interesting. Maybe it is the movie Leap Year. I have no idea. What kind of movie is this about? Wasn't there a New Year's Day one? Oh, I don't remember. Those movies are such garbage. I'd much rather it be The Town or Good Will Hunting. Those are good movies. I like those two movies very much, actually. I like both of those better than Argo. Not to say that Argo was bad. And, a lot of people are like, oh, as a Canadian, you should dislike the movie Argo. And to that, I say, whatever, it is totally fine for them to downplay the role of the Canadian ambassador in the movie Argo. It's a movie about a man. It's a movie about Ben Affleck's character. You can't. My God, I said a lot this episode. I probably shouldn't have mentioned it because that's going to make everyone realize it, and then everyone is going to start hating how much times I've said it. So I'm going to be conscious of not saying it going forward, but geez, don't rewind or rewatch this because I've said about 1,000 times. I don't know what's going on with my mind. But it's a movie about Ben Affleck's character, so you have to make sure that it's a proper story about his character. But people around here were crying foul because they were like, "Oh, Canadian ambassador did so much more than the movie portrayed him to do. It wasn't all the CIA. Canada had to do with it." Yeah, we learned a little bit about that event in school and such stuff. You hear blah blah blah, fake passports, blah blah blah, hostages, Iran. Argo, I thought was pretty good, but definitely I'd say I like The Town a lot more, and also I liked Good Will Hunting a lot more. Although I'm not sure, Ben Affleck did direct Good Will Hunting, right? I mean, he didn't star in it, that's for sure. But he did direct it, right? Or he wrote it? Yeah, I think he wrote it. I'm fairly certain he wrote it. Matt Damon starred in Good Will Hunting. We're talking about movies a lot, but I guess that's kind of the point of the challenge. All right, so that is there, which is good. So I'm guessing that probably means we're in Scotland. I've been looking at that for a long time. I don't really know why. A701. Well, A703. A Lamau. A702. A703. A71. Oh, come on now. you can't do me like this. A7, 703, 701. Okay, look at this. So we found A701, Rosslyn Chapel, Slate Barns, Rosslyn Glen. So that's good. Now, when does this road change names? Milton Bridge. All right, something like this. Pennaquick. Now, can I go here and I can see Rosslyn, Roswell, Roslyn Glen, Roswell is over here, Rosslyn Chapel. Okay, where's Rosslyn Chapel is over there. And did we start at the Rosslyn Chapel? Because now we're around over here. I don't know. It's hard to tell if we did. Is the Rosslyn Chapel around here? Is this? Maybe that's the Rosslyn Chapel. All right, I'll say so. I'll go with a yes on that one. Let's make the guess, and the answer was, indeed, that was it. Rosslyn Chapel. Finally, we find ourselves. Wow, this is a beautiful area, really well lit up. We find ourselves in France. So. At the Louvre in Paris, right? That's what that pyramid behind us is. My God, really is beautiful. Especially people do this photography where I'm assuming it's high dynamic range, mixing exposures and stuff, or maybe just a long exposure shot. Not really sure. The colors just seem a bit wild, even for like a normal long exposure. Some of this stuff is it's got to be some sort of high dynamic range nonsense going on. I mean, look at this. That's really cool. But yeah, very nice looking. All the lights sparkle in this picture. Even the moon sparkles. It's very cool. Looks real nice. So, this. All right. Well, we're in Paris. Now, I don't know where the Louvre is. So, that's a good question. The Eiffel Tower is here. Oh, it's not around here. Okay, well, that's interesting. So, boy. I don't know the layout of Paris very much. I don't know it enough. I feel like everything's in the same area, but you know what? I'm probably wrong. Palace of Congress, parks and stuff. Some sort of museum, another museum, lots of museums. One day I'll go to Paris, but Odeon Theater of Europe. One of these days I'll end up going to Paris, but I have no idea where the Louvre is. I probably should figure it out. Well, I'm going to find out now, aren't I? So it's going to be in like this area over here, or maybe up top, but I'm going to say it's going to be down. I'm going to say it's probably around this area. So like this looks good. No. UNESCO, gardens, Pantheon, a mosque. I don't know. We're looking too far now. I'm fairly certain. A sports center. Maybe we'll just go north of the river, just in case. I just immediately see it, but I'm not seeing it. How about right over here? Concord Place, Grand Palace. Wow, seems cool. Seems very nice. Let's just click right here and just make the guess, I guess. Actually, what do we see things? If this is on the water and it's north, that doesn't really help. Well, if that's on the water, then we are looking in the right direction. So let's make the guess, and the answer was specifically it is on the other side. Oh, well, there it is. All right. There it is. Look at that. So I guess what we're seeing is like around over here or something. Oh, very cool. Well, now I know where that is. 6370. So now, what are these locations? First of all, let's see. Do I see any kind of connection? We've got Boston. We've got Rome, Paris, London, and Edinburgh. And specifically, all those places, no idea. Honestly, national treasure. No, obviously not. That's American. I can't make any kind of connection. I have no idea what film would have anything to do with these places. I can't think of a connection. So let's read the old riddle that's going to be going with this. Scroll carefully. Final riddle. Oh, okay. Maybe it's the Da Vinci Code. Because, well, just hold on. Synonymous with a genius that a pope interred. Okay, well, I just literally read Pope. A temptation resulted in a holy wrath incurred, revolutionizing humanity in a brand new age, mostly lighten inner covered by a shade of rage. All right. Well, some of you guys are probably very clever out there and can figure out riddles. So I'm going to read this to you again. Look in the description below. It's going to be there. It's probably going to be the first thing in the description at this point. Synonymous with a genius that a pope interred. But just so you guys know, it's written a capital A dot pope interred. So if that helps you at all. A temptation resulted in a holy wrath incurred, revolutionizing humanity into a brand new age, mostly a lighten inner covered by a shade of rage. All right, well, mostly a lighten inner, so like a pale inside, covered by a shade of rage. I don't know. I don't understand what that last part even means. A lighten inner covered by a shade of rage. A shade of rage, so that's like a dark red thing, and a lighten inner, so like a bright inside covered by something dark red. Honestly, I don't know what that means. The first part, synonymous with a genius that a pope interred. I also don't really know what that means. So, there you go. A temptation resulted in a holy wrath incurred. Again, if I probably had something to know with the first part, that might help, but unfortunately not. Revolutionizing humanity in a brand new age. I don't know. The Da Vinci Code. There you go. That's That's as good as I can get. But honestly, I don't really know why. I never read the book or saw the movie, so I guess so many people had trash talked the book. At that time, I did try reading. At that time, everything was very popular, Da Vinci Code stuff, and I remember I wanted to be a little bit more hip and against the current, so I tried reading this like book that was like essentially a Da Vinci Code ripoff. It was pretty bad, so I never ended up reading it. So there you go. Hopefully you guys have figured it out. I'm going to go further down. Hint. Zoom in and pan around the area of the last location. Look for an important label structure. All right. The last location is the Louvre, obviously. So that's good. Yeah, inverse pyramid. Oh, okay. Maybe it's has to do something about the Illuminati. Look for important. Okay, from west to east, take the. All right. Okay, I seriously have. Okay, pan around the area of the last location. Look for an important label structure. You mean the Louvre? Because that's the important structure here. From west. Look for important. Okay, from west to east, take the first prominent letter of the name of the structure, and see if it will spell out an answer that fit the riddle. From west is over here in this way, to east. I don't even know what that even means. The first prominent letter on the name of the structures, and see if that will spell out an answer that will fit the riddle. I don't know. This over here, Arc de Triomphe, that's something that's pretty big. A prominent, an important label structure. Well, this is an important label structure, and I honestly, I don't even know how to do this. From west to east, I don't know. Take the important of the letter of the name of the structure. So like an L, I, C. I have no idea. All right, that clue, that just blows my mind. Answer to hint. Okay, so from west, first of all, I don't know, but this is the first one. All right, so Arc de Triomphe de Carousel, Pyramid Inversée, Pyramid de Louvre, and then apparently there's another one around here. I don't really know where it is. Oh, okay, this one right here. So I guess I have to zoom out. No, this one was the other one. And the capital letters spell out apple. Explanation to riddle answer. The genius Alexander Pope interred was Isaac Newton. Apple. Okay, I'm not clever enough for this. If some of you guys could figure this out, you guys are geniuses, right? Tell me down in the comment section below if anyone figured this out before I'm reading it now. The apple was the object of temptation, made by God to cast out Adam and Eve out of Eden, revolutionize humanity, biblical references, began human race, but also Newton discovered gravity, the apple, whole philosophical age in science. Lastly, lighten, inner, covered by a shade of red, which is a color of a typical apple inside and out. That makes sense. At least that was the part of the riddle that I could work out, a white inside and a red outside. Just in case you didn't figure out the overall theme, all the locations are relevant to the Da Vinci Code movie. So there you go, Da Vinci Code. Well, that's the answer to the movie. And then the riddle, apple. Whew! My goodness, that is That's wild. What? I feel like a fool today on April Fool's Day. I hope some of you guys figured that one out. That was insane. I was actually I really appreciate all the effort put into that. I wish I was a smarter man that could figure out such a riddle. I got the color thing, at least give me that, and I did end up figuring out Da Vinci Code, even though I hadn't really read the book. I read an imitation ripoff of the book, if that helps. I forget what it was called. It was called, like, something Revelation or something with an R. The Remnant. I have no idea. It wasn't very good. I felt like it was the hipster thing to do. Not really, because hipster wasn't yet a thing, but essentially it would be at this point. Oh, Da Vinci Code is too lamestream. I'll just read the shitty fake version of Da Vinci Code that I ended up reading most of, but not all, because it became really, really dull. Also, I never saw the movie because at that point I was tired by the whole thing. But there you go, Da Vinci Code. And Apple, of all darn things. That the clue was so difficult to get. Just the ended up clue, the east to west zoom in, look at the letters. That's too much. It's too difficult for me. I could never have done that. But anyways, the riddle. There you go. Hopefully someone smarter than me could figure that one out. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode. I certainly did. And as always, have a happy April Fool's Day, because, well, I don't know. Do people have a happy April Fool's Day? Have a happy day regardless. It's April, man. That's awesome. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Aw, yeah. Cue the royalty-free music. 3, 2, 1, go. Come on, everybody. Get on your feet. Stand up, look at the screen, and repeat. I'm gonna like, rate, comment, and subscribe. I love watching Ather vids all of the time. Thanks for dropping by and spending the time. Hope you've enjoyed, and let's get on with our lives. Oh yeah. Thanks to Kevin MacLeod for these awesome beats. Woo yeah. Have a good one.